So you think you're ready to come to Canada? Wait until you watch the end of this video. Hi guys, welcome to Ask Thaguy, and I'm here to help you ensure that you don't miss out on any important things before you leave your home country and come to Canada. I'm sure you'd be aware that Canada has a really cold weather, right? But you know the best weather in the world? It's a pocket full of money. So the first thing that you should consider getting is moolah. And there are a lot of different ways you can do this. My suggestion to you as a beginner would be to first get a Forex currency card. It could be multi-currency or just locked for Canadian dollars. It can be issued by any company such as MasterCard or Visa. My suggestion to you would be to get a MasterCard because there are more MasterCard machine in Canada. If you're in India, Axis Bank, HDFC, all these banks issue this Forex card. The best thing about this card is that the currency rate at which you buy the currency will be fixed. There won't be any transaction charges for an online transaction. And if you are about to do any cash withdrawal, it's just going to cost you 3%. And the maximum withdrawal you can do in one cash transaction is $400. The balance that you should be aiming for is around $3,000 to $5,000. This is just so that you can last for the first 1 to 3 months of you being here. After that, you must definitely get a SIN number and also get a local Canadian bank account because that's going to help you develop a Canadian credit history, and you don't want to be keeping your money in Indian bank account. For my next suggestion, you should be aware that North American countries such as Canada and America are designed around cars, and if you can get your driving license extract from the local Ministry of Transport, you will be greatly benefited. No, it's not an international driving license because the driving license extract looks something like this. And this is basically to certify that your license is not been suspended and it is valid and there is no insurance claims against you. This has to be issued and has to be submitted within 6 months of your arrival. For example, if you arrived in Canada in the month of January, you must present it to the local Ministry of Transport in Canada by the month of June. Even if this certificate was issued in September, it doesn't really matter. So you must realize it's important for you to submit it as soon as possible, preferably when you are going to give your first G1 test in Ontario or the other knowledge test. At that time, they will accept this driving license extract and it will help you actually skip the line and go directly to the full license, which is a highway license. In Ontario, it's called the G license. Otherwise, you might have to wait to give the G2 license. You'll be greatly benefited with it. For my next session, I'm sure you'll be getting a lot of stuff that you own from your local countries to Canada. And as you might be aware that a lot of international flights to Canada have started only giving one free check-in baggage. My suggestion to you would be to actually purchase another baggage at the airport because that's the cheapest way you'll ever be able to ship international cargo. I tried doing FedEx of my suitcase and it was going to cost me $600 to $700. So even if it's going to cost you $200 to $50 in the airport, you must know that it's a cheaper option than the other available options. My suggestion to you for buying a suitcase pair would be to actually first go for a hard cover and a soft cover combination because the soft cover can be expanded and the hard cover will help you keep your electronics safe. I'm sure you must have some uncle in the army who can get you a better deal on these. Because you're going to be living out of the suitcases for a very long time here, you do not want to cheap out on that because that's where your almirah is going to be for a very long period of time if you're coming to Canada as a student. I hope you pay attention to this point for sure. So the moment you land to Canada, the first thing that you definitely want to do is to call up your parents and friends and let them know that you have safely reached over here, and also some of your frenemies who were always skeptic that if you'd ever make it to Canada. So for that, you would definitely need a SIM card. So I would suggest you to avoid all those international calling cards and international SIMs before you come to Canada. Because if you have a very nice Geo prepaid SIM card, that is enough for you to last for I don't know how long you want to stay here, because the calling charge here local in Canada is going to be only 2 rupees and incoming charge again going to be only 2 rupees. Data usage you can avoid because you can go Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi while you are here for the initial few days. And you can also avoid buying the international roaming packs because if you have a Geo prepaid card, it will allow you to use your talk time balance. So if you have that, you're set to go and you can avoid buying all those cards. As soon as you're done talking to your parents, the next thing that you definitely want to do is to juice up your devices. And for that, you must see that the American and Canadian sockets look like this. And you might want to buy a multi-plug like this or a charging brick like this, because that's going to help you become an international travel very much. And it's going to help you while you're traveling in here and there. So I'm going to have some of my favorite gadgets linked down below. So after you've juiced up your devices, called up your parents, next thing that you definitely want to do is to take up a bath. So I'd suggest you to get one bottle of shower gel, one bottle of shampoo of your choice. Do not get more than that, because the prices of shower gels and shampoos over here is at par with that of your local countries. So don't need to worry much about that. Thing that you definitely consider bringing with you is actually your medicines, and if you're wearing specs, that too. Any over-the-counter medicine that you can get your hands on, for example, ibuprofen, medicines for flu and body pain, and all these things are much cheaper and much more available easily back there in the country. You must get a quota for at least 6 to 7 months. Do not buy a medicine that's about to expire. So definitely you do want to check that the expiry date is around 1 to 2 years, because otherwise these medicines won't last you. And if you are wearing specs, you should get at least 3 to 4 pair of specs, because here the specs are going to cost you so much more. Clothing, my suggestion to you would be to only get thermals, innerwear and socks, and totally avoid getting any jackets or shoes, because jackets and shoes are weighted and are quite bulky, and it's going to eat up on your space. Moreover, the variety and the climatic conditions that is available in Canada is suited to the weather of Canada. If you get it from your local country, no matter how good you get, it's hardly going to last you. If you're really scared, you must get 1 or 2 jackets, but nothing more than that. And that too, shoes also you should get 1 or 2 pairs, not more than that, because I'm telling you, once you start roaming around the malls of Canada, you will be amazed of the variety and the kind of prices the things are available over here. So definitely take this point into consideration. Now, coming to the things that you should definitely consider bringing to Canada is your stationery products, such as pens, registers, files and folders, because the quality of such goods that we get here in Canada is not at par with at least the ones that we get in India. You're going to get such amazing pens there, and here you're just going to realize very soon that it's too expensive and it's not even good quality. So this might be the most controversial item in the list. Getting your utensils is not a very good idea according to me, because all the utensils that you may find in Indian cooking can be found in any Indian store in Canada. Unless you really want to get your mother's chakla billion, there's no point in doing that. Same goes for any pressure cookers, because pressure cookers, as you might be aware, are a very dangerous device, and a lot of times when it is left unattended, it results in an accident. Generally, people who come here are not very used to cooking, and this is a very high potential risk. Instead of using a pressure cooker, I suggest you guys try the crock pots and electric pressure cookers that are available, that have a timer so that they auto switch off even if they are left unattended. It's still very safe to use. So in my opinion, utensils, there's no point in getting in. And since you guys stayed so long in this video, I'm going to give you some pro tips that's going to save you a lot of money. First suggestion would be to actually get YouTube Premium from your country, because once you land in Canada, you're going to realize that YouTube has so many ads in it that you can really avoid. Moreover, YouTube Premium offers YouTube Music also, so you can avoid getting any other apps such as Spotify or Apple Music. You're going to save a lot of money on that. And if you have some cloud accounts, I can suggest you to actually, as soon as you are enrolled in a college or university over here, you should go to OneDrive and register for a 1 terabyte free cloud account. That's again going to be really beneficial as your student and even in your later life. And I think for Netflix, you must have some friends, right? Always make a friend with the person who's got Netflix account. I hope that I have summed up all the things that are important, and if there's anything that I've missed, you guys should definitely feel free to comment down in the video description below, so that we can make these videos better. And if you like this video, I really appreciate if you can like and subscribe, and also share this video with your friends, so that we can create a more aware set of travelers. Thank you so much.